Strange Things in Strangerville, Chapter 5, The Witness Arrives. Rain Riverblood was born into a poor family. As a result, her parents were rarely around, so she was neglected for most of her life. She would fall ill a lot living on the streets. One day, she was outside begging for change to eat that night while being super weak. While looking at the ground, she sees a shadow hovering over her on this bright and sunny day, to which she looks up, shielding her eyes to see what looks to be an old lady in her mid-60s standing there. The woman asks, "Why are you begging here on the streets?" Rain replied that her parents essentially gave her up, and she's living on her own on the streets. She also mentioned that she hasn't eaten in days and trying to survive. The older lady smiled once again and asked if she would like to come with her to live for room and board. She eagerly, as fast as her weak body could move, got up and hugged the lady and apologizing for her stench, as she hasn't showered in weeks. The old lady adopts and raises her from the age of 12 to the age of 17 when the older lady dies from a heart attack. When the older lady passed, little did Rain know that she had a will in place for the house and the money to go to her, where she lived for many years. Since the older lady was a shaman who uses her spellcaster abilities to heal people, Rain knew about magic and heard that about once a year on Oktoberfest, spellcasters gain double powers. The neighborhood is ablaze with sounds from magical duels, spars, or failed experiments, explosions, so Rain didn't pay any mind to it, until later that night. Around midnight, all the sounds fall silent. Rain looks out her window to see a blinding light at the end of her cul-de-sac in the basement, so of course she goes to investigate it, being intrigued. She walks up to the scene of the crime, to which she sees 2 burned victims, and that's all, or so she thought. She heard a snap of a twig. She spins around to look in the direction of the sound to see a misty figure outline of a ghost. She rubs her eyes and makes sure she wasn't seeing anything. She would blink and the ghostly figure vanishes. She chalked it up to the thought that she was tired and it was hallucination. She then called the cops to report the dead bodies she found, as well as gave a statement as to what she saw up until the bodies. What happened to these victims? And who are these victims? And why and what did she see leaving the scene? As time went on, she never knew her parents. She wanted to learn more about her DNA. To do so, she had a doctor take blood work and send it through the mail. A couple weeks later, she finds out she has witch/spellcaster DNA. On her 22nd birthday, Rain would then discover her spellcaster ability, which is to be able to bend water. A week later, she reads the newspaper and gets paranoid because they show a picture of Maleficent as wanted for a crime. Apparently, she murdered her parents. Then Rain flashes back to an image in her mind, vaguely remembering seeing this person leaving the scene. But this person wasn't in the physical realm, but a ghostly one. She remembers seeing a ghost that has left that night. She decided to take out her map and crystal with a magic twine to sky for the person based on the blonde hair that she found while breaking into the basement of the house where the crime took place. So the crystal was attracted to the location of Strangerville. She then enchants a gemstone on her choker to vibrate whenever she's near the target. She decides to sell her adopted mother's house in Glimmerbrook to move to Strangerville. Together with her life companion, a black cat named Salem. When arriving, she stands near a person at a bar and her medallion starts to hum. She now knows who this person is and notices that they look nothing like the wanted poster. Though she was a little confused since the appearance of the person doesn't match. So she makes it her job to follow and investigate this person. While in the magic realms, she speaks with the practical sage named Simeon Silverwater. He mentions an apprentice that he started to teach. When he describes this person she matched to what Rain is looking for. So she asked if they could be introduced, and Simeon introduced them. The witch said her name was Bonnie, but refused to give her last name. She also wouldn't answer any personal questions like where she's from and etc. What is this person hiding, and why is she being so secretive? Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Kimmy if you're new here. If you watch the intro, you know why we are looking at this person. This is Rain Riverblood. She is a spellcaster that was introduced to Bonnie in the last episode. If you have forgotten, she met in the magic realm with Bonnie. And I told you this person would be very important to the story, and now you know why. I'm just gonna have her stalk Bonnie a little bit. This is a weird way of doing this, I guess. Because she's just like stalking her, like she's not really doing much of anything. In this episode, it's mostly just stalking Bonnie, following her around. So today is Oktoberfest, and we're going to add an event. Let's add a seasonal party, I guess. The guest, Bonnie, Lyle, Rain, Bonnie's little friend. We can invite Reese, and where's Simeon? Why can't I find Simeon? Grace, of course. Daryl's her friend. No, we will invite Lyle. Let's not gonna. Why can't I add Simeon? She knows Simeon. Not a lot of people coming, but just the people that she knows, you know? So we're gonna pick her place. Get the Charm family, that place. Alright. We're gonna choose. It's currently 10:41 a.m. So let's do like 1 p.m. Rain would probably want a picture with Bonnie. This is Rain and Bonnie. Don't they look cute though? They look stupid. And I think this would be perfect. Hand settings, and then we're going to invite everyone to. I wish I could switch between so I can know what goals I have to do for my other one, but alright, y'all gotta get some food or sit down, girl. Let's go get a picture of everyone eating. It's a Oktoberfest dinner. Oh, there's Grace. Grace! Oh, there's the cat. The cat's just sitting there, serenading everyone. Oh, are you paranoid too, Missy? She looks like she's a little freaked out having her here with her, but needless to say, keep your friends close and enemies closer. Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. She's inviting her over to have her near. Oh my gosh, look at the cat. The cat looks like I'm stuck. Just eat. Oh Lord. Alright, well, we got everyone here. We're just chilling out, people, at this point. But yeah, that's basically all she's doing. It's a little shorter episode, I think. But it's basically more to introduce Rain and who she is and her backstory. Right now, Bonnie's just gonna enjoy her single life. Just getting used to being single, you know, trying not to stress herself out with potential people that might be bad for her. But yeah, so this is just the end of this episode. I just wanted it to be a very brief one. I am sorry if it's not as entertaining as you thought it might be. As I've stated, this episode is just basically to introduce Rain slowly and what she does. As I did say before, I wanted to do more of her like stalking Bonnie, to give you an episode of what she does throughout the day. Like she follows Bonnie, she stalks Bonnie, follows her everywhere she goes. She keeps basically a track on her. She lost her parents and stuff like that, so she can't understand why Bonnie would kill her parents. Her parents were never in her life, and she feels like she was neglected of that, so she feels that she has to do justice to the parents by making sure that Bonnie is caught and reprimanded, as well as put in jail for it. So she's doing everything she can to collect evidence against Bonnie to get her arrested and to show the FBI that she is in fact Maleficent. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry it's not as long as the others, but I still hope it was somewhat enjoyable, where she gets to, you know, quote unquote stalk Bonnie and invite her over to her house. I had to put her in the household, as I told you, because I can't quite control Bonnie if I'm in this household, to let her stalk her a little bit. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the episode, and I will see you guys next week. Remember to like, comment, and share, as well as join my Discord family to keep live updates. And don't forget to go to Wattpad to read the full story, as well as screenshots to go with it. And don't forget, next episode is episode 6, and we will be working as Bonnie again. So you'll have your full episode again. And we will briefly talk about this episode, about meeting Rain, her backstory, a little bit about her, in case you missed this episode. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So I will see you guys later. Bye!